Okay, so we are setting up our levels right here. The quick breakdown is break below green, target yellow, break above red, target yellow. You can see the 200 EMA is just below our green, so we're setting that red line, which gives us the bottom of the volume shelf and also a potential bounce zone. So we want to look for some volume in the sellers breaking through that. If we actually do want to take this short, we don't want to come in early. You can see that volume is dropping off a little bit, so we need sellers to be dominant to really target that hollow VRVP section. There's actually a 1 minute gap just above this candle. We'll put this here in orange. We don't want to take a short with that above unless there's a breakaway here. So we're just going to hold off. We're going to be a little patient, wait and see what actually happens here. We'll just label that. It looks like buyers are stepping in, and that 200 EMA, that bounce was to be expected. I would be expecting this gap to fill. Yep, there it is. So there's the gap fill. So that's why we're not entering short unless there's a breakaway on something like that. Those gaps are kind of magnets. They're not the most powerful, but they are magnets. So red line is our short entry zone. Yellow is going to be our target zone down here for profit. Probably take it somewhere in the middle. And then just labeling everything else. We got the target zone to the upside. And we're going to enter above. I think we're going to take maybe the bottom of the wicks here. I think maybe even the bodies of the candles. Yeah, I think we want a little bit more confluence, a little bit more buy action if we're going to take it long. And right now we're in a decision point. We're sitting on a volume shelf. You can see the VRVP is very heavy in the zone, and then it's tapering off to the upside and the downside. We don't want to enter. You don't want to try and top and bottom tick something here. We want to actually see the momentum moving in a direction. We want to join the party after it starts and leave the party before it ends. That's how you collect profit on moves like this. You don't want to be the person, or the trader rather, who comes in early and tries to coin flip and guess which direction it's going to go just to collect everything. Quote unquote, leaving something on the table because you didn't capture the whole move. That's how you blow your account. You want to be trading in the move. You want to collect your profit while it's happening, book the green, and then be the one who leaves with money in the bank. You can see this level down here. That's probably going to be the draw. Down here where those bodies start moving, that's where a lot of participants are sitting. You can also see the volume spikes out on the VRVP in that area. So that's below our target zone, which is great. Okay, so we've got another rejection where that gap is. We've got seller participants sitting in that area, and the EMA, the 9 EMA is coming down from on top. We've got a couple of wicks. I think we're about to enter here. We're going to take some market entries. And then we're going to scale in if we break below this red, because then we'll have confluence below the 200 EMA. We're going to set our profit take in the middle of that zone. We don't want to be greedy. We just want to take our profit. That's collecting 5-ish points right there. So that's a good move on ES. All right, sellers are stepping in on my DOM screen. It's starting to look good, and I'm going to scale in another contract here. I could wait until the close of this candle, but I think the move is starting to happen. We're just worried about this bounce. All right, we broke below the previous local low, and now we're going to set both contracts to scale out in the same area. We don't want to be greedy. We just want to make sure that we know where we're leaving. And this is a potential bounce zone here, the previous the local low beyond. So we need to watch out. If it bounces at this level, we want to be agile and leave with profit. Sellers are still stepping in here. So this is looking pretty strong. We're approaching. We'll manually flatten if it bounces. There it is. Target hit, profit acquired, and green booked. That's all we're really looking for. We're just going to let it play around here, and we'll see what action happens after that zone. You can see that this zone was where it's starting to turn around anyway.